We just got back from Disney World. It was our family's first Christmas away from home. So we thought we would go over some of our experiences. We have 8 topics that we're going to cover in 2-minute segments each. So come check it out with us.
All right. So our first topic is Christmas travel. What was it like? How do you feel about Christmas travel? Because that's new to us. We've never traveled.
No, and our kids were a little bit hesitant, especially our son. He's very much into routines and traditions, and he was a little hesitant. But I think they did really well. We did bring our stockings, and Santa did find us at the hotel, and he filled them overnight. So that was really special. And then just knowing that we were meeting family, I think, was helpful too.
Yeah, I think the idea you had to do Christmas Day about a week before Christmas when we could do it with family. They could wake up early, open gifts.
Yeah.
It was important to prepare ahead of time because it is going to be different.
Yeah. Well, you know that you're not going to be able to replicate some of those things while you travel. So we tried to do a combination of some of our old traditions in a new way, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And then I think the actual physically traveling on Christmas Day went really smoothly. I was prepared for the worst, delays and things like that, but everything was really smooth. We got lucky with good weather.
It was only a little bit smooth because I remember Christmas Eve when we got to Halifax, being up till the wee hours of Christmas morning trying to figure out where all our toiletries are.
Yeah, I forgot the toiletries bag at home. So, but Instacart for the win. That's the thing you have to remember when you're going to Florida. It's not the Arctic. It's not the middle of nowhere. You can get anything that you forget. So don't stress too much.
Even delivered on Christmas Day.
Even delivered. I had stuff delivered to the resort Christmas Day through Instacart. So we were not without any of the major things that we needed. So that was okay. And it was fine.
Yeah, the travel was pretty empty too. Like the planes were empty. The highways were empty. It was easy to get there.
Yeah, the I-4 on Christmas Day, there was nobody on it. So that went really, really well. So I would give it 10 out of 10 for travel on Christmas Day.
10 out of 10. Holy cow. Wow.
We did really well.
And then we got there, Beach Club Resort. Let's just talk about Beach Club. What do you like? What do you not like? So Beach Club is one we have been to several times. For us, Beach Club is all about location. It is right next to Epcot, which is unanimously, I think, our favorite park in all 4 of us in the family. So having that easy walking access to Epcot is ideal. You can also take the Skyliner or the boat to Hollywood Studios. So that wins it for us. The pool would probably be second on the list. Now, I have to add that pool is actually closed now until June of this year. So if you're planning to visit Beach Club, just keep that in mind. The main pool is closed. Yeah. I think all of the Epcot resorts, so if we look at Beach Club, Yacht Club, and Boardwalk, that whole area is just an awesome vibe.
Yeah.
I love being able to walk around the water there.
Yeah.
Walk over to the park. There's a lot of good things going on every night there.
The nightlife is fun. The snacks are really good. The shopping over at Boardwalk.
Matzo sticks.
The giant matzo sticks.
Matzo sticks.
I would have a hard time choosing a favorite between all of those resorts. So sometimes it just comes down to what our plans are on that particular
trip.
The
best deal is.
Yeah, where the best deal is. What is closed and what's open. So Boardwalk just reopened from a long refurbishment. It's beautiful now, but now Beach Club is going to be undergoing some refurbs for now, but that might also mean better deals.
So tell them about what we saw as soon as we walked in the front doors at Christmas time.
So Beach Club. So a lot of the deluxe resorts have their own gingerbread house type of a thing. Beach Club had a gingerbread carousel, and our son noticed after looking at it for a few minutes that it was based on Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, they had the 3 ghosts of Christmas, past, present,
and future.
Yeah, it was very cool.
It was really cool. And you walk in the lobby and it just smells like gingerbread.
They replaced their signature scent with gingerbread for Christmas.
So it smells really lovely.
Okay, parks on Christmas Day. This was a big one. This is one a lot of people wonder about. What is it like to be in the park on December 25th?
So we can only speak to the parks we visited. We went to Epcot and we got there around noon and it was empty. It was
Ghost town
for Epcot. There was nobody there. We did have Guardians of the Galaxy pre-booked, so we went and did that. We were able to get on a couple rides with our family before our lunch reservation without Lightning Lane, so we walked on Living with the Land.
Yeah, Guardians though, back to Guardians.
Oh, yeah.
Even with a Lightning Lane or what have you, it can be a 20-minute, 30-minute wait
or more
more with a Lightning Lane.
Yeah.
It was walk on.
Yeah, the queue, we probably have some photos too that we can share. It was empty. It was, yeah. The park was empty. Everyone was in a good mood. It's Christmas Day. Everyone was happy. So we had lunch. We went to the Candlelight Processional, which we'll talk about later. And then we had, because we were staying at a deluxe resort, we had deluxe extended hours at Animal Kingdom that night. And that was something. That was
spectacular.
Incredible. So I actually was a little disappointed that we had Animal Kingdom as our extended hours. I was hoping it would be something else, but I'm actually super excited now that we've done it, that I've had that opportunity, because we got everything done in that park.
Yeah. I mean, we did Everest twice walk on. We could have done it 5 times.
We went to Dinosaur because that's closing. So our kids wanted to make sure they got on it. We did Flight of Passage, walk on. We did Navi River, walk on, like everything. And we didn't even get there until about a half hour into deluxe hours. So we hit it pretty well timed. And even that middle area, that's usually a hub of
around
people,
around the tree.
It was empty. There was nobody there. It was lovely.
Yeah. It was very good. Christmas Day was great in the parks.
It was, yeah.
Candlelight Processional.
So this was why I wanted to be in Epcot on Christmas Day.
Maybe tell people what it is, because prior to hearing about it from you, I actually didn't even know what we were going to.
Right. So the Candlelight Processional is something that's been around, I think, as long as Epcot has been around. Every year there's a list of narrators.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
So I did learn this. It actually started in Disneyland. Okay. Walt started it, and it's called the Processional because singers used to actually walk down Main Street, USA with candles. So this has been going on a long time, but the new format is now, and again, decades, is in Epcot. So go ahead.
Right. So they basically have a choir, and it's a combination of Disney's choir, and then they bring in youth choirs from all over North America. And then, of course, the Disney Orchestra, which they're flawless and amazing. And then a guest narrator at every processional. And they tell the Christmas story mixed with some beautiful music, mostly all Christmas carols that are familiar. It ends with Handel's Messiah, and it's just a moment. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's like, I can't imagine a more beautiful way to spend Christmas Day.
Yeah, it really brings you into the spirit of Christmas. I mean, for us, the spiritual aspect of it was incredible. But the music, as you know, anybody who even likes music, let alone, I think we kind of love music.
Yeah.
It was absolutely second to none. There's a soprano that plays. We have a video.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And there's a soprano who sings.
Yeah.
And she hits every high note. And when I say she hits them,
she's hitting those notes. And you don't even see her face flinch at those notes. She's just nailing those notes. It is. If you are in Epcot, basically anywhere from early November to Christmas, definitely try to hit the Processional. It's fantastic.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for sure. Oh, yeah. We're behind. We had the Epcot firework cruise. That was really cool.
Okay, so this was a new one for us as well. I've actually had several clients book them multiple times. So I thought, well, is it really worth it? I need to try this out. I chose Epcot because there is a Magic Kingdom fireworks cruise as well, but you're behind, I guess you're in the lagoon, so the train station and the gate is in front of the castle, so you're not seeing the projection. So I figured it might not be as cool. I don't know.
People love it though.
Yeah,
people who do it absolutely love it.
We are going to try it. But anyways, I felt like I wanted to try Epcot because for Epcot, you are right in the middle of those fireworks. So
they bring you right in the middle of World Showcase.
Yeah.
They bring you right into that area.
Into the water where the fireworks are being let up. So, and because we were staying at Beach Club, this was just super convenient because they pick you up at Yacht Club Marina. So we literally just walked to the marina. Our boat captain met us there. You're able to bring on any drinks that you want to. They do have certain drinks and snacks on board. It's a decent assortment. Yeah. It's a max of 10 people. And the price varies depending on the date that you go, but usually in the $400 to $500 range, which for 10 people, That's a spectacular price for Disney.
Yeah, you get like pop and soft drinks, water. You get
Mickey
like
Rice Krispie bar, like Mickey Rice Krispie treats,
chips, stuff like that.
Cookies.
You're in a like a high-end pontoon boat, and you get your own private captain that's bringing you around. They don't even just bring you to the fireworks either. Like we left from Beach Club. There's like a pier between beach and yacht. You go on that pier, and they take you down to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, it's a nice little boat ride. Like you go to Hollywood Studios and back, so you're on the boat for about an hour before the fireworks even start. It's, again, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Okay, I don't know that this is a 10 out of 10. Muppets 3D, you went to see it again.
Yeah, so...
We love Muppets 3D.
Yeah, we go every single time we're in Hollywood Studios. It's like our son loves it. It's very, like, so it's a little bit sad for us. It's nostalgic. It's one we've done with him since he was a toddler.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of bittersweet. However...
What's the sweet part of it? I think it's just bitter.
It is bitter, but that theater is getting old. That location is not as popular as it once was. The younger generation doesn't necessarily identify with Muppets. So I think a rebranding of the Muppets could be good for the Muppets. I mean, it's sad for us.
The problem isn't the Muppets.
The problem is the generation, the kids, right? The kids are the problem.
Listen, you know what? That is such a cool show to go to when it's hot outside. The theater's huge, so it fits a lot of people into it. I think the humor stands up really well.
It really does. And I was watching it kind of with a more skeptical eye this time, too, just to see, like, does it really need to go? I mean... It's not like Country Bear's Jamboree that like it had to be refurbished. It had to. I like the Muppets, and it doesn't necessarily have to go. However, what's coming in its place is really exciting.
And the Muppets are actually moving to another ride.
They are. So they're going to Rock and Roller Coaster, which is, so they're kind of growing up with the generation who grew up with the Muppets.
I feel like we're the two old people. What are their names? The two old Muppets?
I need to phone a friend. Our son knows the answer.
Yeah, we're like the old guys up in the balcony, like, no, don't change the ride.
I said to Joe when we were sitting there, I'm like, I wonder if somebody gets to take those home, those Muppets that are sitting. That would be amazing. Yeah. I would buy those on eBay.
So from the old to the new.
Yeah.
What did you think of, I know it's not your first time on it. It was my first time on it. Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
It's so good.
What?
So, well, I guess so. Yeah, the rebranding is amazing. The theming really fits the ride. The music, the characters. It's a cute little story too.
Is that the best music from any Disney cartoon recently?
I think it's up there.
I think it's the quality of it is just that's actually going to be very controversial that I just said that. So if there's if you disagree, put it in the comments.
Because I'm probably going to say it's Tangled.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm a Tangled girl, so that's all I can say.
I was really surprised how long the ride was, and I mean that in a good way. Like you go up into like the mountain up there.
Yeah.
You're up there for a long time, and I don't remember it being that long before.
There's several ups and several downs, right? Like you're up and down. And then there's a couple times where you're about to go down, and you can tell people are bracing for the big fall, but it's not.
Yeah, it kind of sneaks up on you.
Now here's the question: poncho or no poncho?
I think for 90% of the year, it's a no poncho ride.
Yeah.
I think there's about 10% of days where it's just like, you know what? Most people don't get very wet at all.
Right.
But every once in a while, you see someone come out of the ride soaked. And I don't know what happens to them because I tried to figure out, does it seem like a certain row or like, I think
it's like weight distribution in the boat.
Is that a joke?
No, I'm just
related to me.
That it depends on where the weight is in the boat on who gets wet.
But I didn't get wet.
That's what I think. But I got a little bit wet. I have gotten wet on it, wetter than I did. So if you don't want to be wet, wear a poncho. If you don't care if it's a hot day, don't wear your poncho.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 on the theming, though, if we're going to give 10 out of 10.
The whole ride.
10 out of 10.
And then when you get off the ride, you go get some vignettes, and they're fantastic, too.
Okay, so last one, parks on New Year's Day.
New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve.
Yes. We were not in the parks on New Year's Day.
That's okay. People will just have to read Eve.
Eve. So New Year's Eve, we were in Epcot. Again, because it's close to our resort, I didn't want to have to mess around with transportation on New Year's Eve. I knew Magic Kingdom was going to be busy. also there's like Epcot is like a party. New Year's Eve, right? So the pavilions all have music and like dance parties and stuff. There's a
lot going on.
There's a lot going on. It's a party. It's a vibe.
It's busy.
It's busy. They do fireworks at. We had fireworks at 6:30. The regular fireworks show,
right?
Luminous, and then at midnight they had the New Year's Eve fireworks.
We didn't make it till New Year's Eve.
We tried. Now, I was prepared to have to like hunker down in the park and not be able to leave and come back because I was prepared for capacity. But the park never hit capacity.
And they told us they never expect it to in Epcot. They said Magic Kingdom, yes, Hollywood Studios at times, not New Year's Eve.
Right.
It was a great time. I mean, it is very busy. You want to be cautious. If you don't like the massive crowds, yeah, exactly. It's not for you, right? So I actually noped out for a little while in the afternoon and went back and walked the boardwalk and had a nap and then came back.
Yeah, and we were kind of on the fence about staying till midnight or not. We were all traveling home the next day, and for some circumstances that came up, the other party traveling with us, my sister and my mom, they were flying out a lot earlier the next morning. So we thought, you know what, we've had a great day. Let's not risk anybody having meltdowns. And we just decided to ring in the new year together back at the hotel.
I don't think it was a 10 out of 10. It wasn't bad. I don't think it's 10
but it's not really our scene either.
No.
So
8 out of 10.
If you love a party,
it's your scene.
It's your scene, yeah.
All right, so we just went through all those 8 topics, kept into 2 minutes each. I think that if people are interested in any particular topic, we do have a lot of footage. We have some of those that we're going to make into full videos. But let us know in the comments if you want a fuller video of any one of those individual topics. But
or if you want us to do another rundown.
Yeah, did you like the rundown format, right? We're learning as we go here.
Yeah.
So you let us know. It's really about what you want. And it was fun doing it, though.